sort of the scam that's going on. I heard about it. I don't even know where. It might have been the radio. I don't know. People waking up one day and finding out that they don't own their house anymore. That they owned. You know, legally, whatever. Huh. Because, I don't know. Somebody, I'll just say some ribs. Somehow stole their identity and was able to sell their house to themselves, their actual identity. Like, I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I just got back to my other house and find this mail that it's like, Dear Karen, we'd like to purchase your land in blah, blah, blahville. Enclosed is a purchase agreement. All you got to do is sign it. And I'm thinking, what? Next page. The purchase price of $79,000, which is a hoot. That's hilarious. My stuff is probably worth it. I don't know, 400,000, maybe more than that. The purchase price of $79,000 will be paid in full at the time of closing. Which, who's going to show up for closing? Is it going to be me? I don't know. Unless otherwise discussed. We, the buyer, will pay the cost of blah, 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 blah. And then they simply want us to sign right there. And I'm like, is this how they're doing it? And Lenny says, well, how are they doing it without somebody showing up at closing? And I'm thinking, well, maybe somebody is showing up at closing with fake IDs and shit, or like them. This person, the person sending is probably the one, or their wife, or whatever, like their partner. Like, how are they doing this? And who? And then when you would go to, say, fight back and go, no, wait a minute, this never happened. Who in their right mind would believe that I would sell my property for 1/10 of what it was worth when I wasn't financially distraught or any other, like, how do we get in trouble, that far in trouble, where then you got to fight legal battles that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars for years and years and years to prove that it wasn't you that sold your property? I mean, away from yourself. Like, it doesn't even, with all these PIN numbers, IDs, facial recognition, all these fail-safes, they can't do it. And you still have to argue with credit card companies or whoever over purchases or your bank. But it's like they know damn well you're not across in Japan making a purchase. Or what? I don't understand how, with all the fail-safes, this is being done. Does anybody have any ideas? And then there's the whole sign up for to protect your name. I forget what the company is called. LifeLock. Isn't our PIN number enough? Isn't our thumb? I mean, what is the problem? Lonnie, do you have any idea what the problem is? He doesn't know either. How is this happening continually, but yet somehow we have to prove that we didn't sell our own house out from under ourselves while we're still living there. We're living there going, what? But they don't believe us? I mean, it takes years and thousands and hundreds of thousands. What are you talking? Why? With all the cameras, like I said, facial recognition, somehow they can't see that it wasn't you. Fuck out of here. Fucking idiots. I'm getting on all different properties. I'm getting all these purchaser agreements in the mail. I'm getting damn sick of it. I'm ready to call them up and tell them, I'm going to... They're basically dumping garbage in our mailboxes. Flipping out about the environment. Oh, don't cut the trees down to make paper. While they continually make junk mail. Not a single person wants this mail in their box. Not one. We get house buyers every other day for years. We get, can we buy your property? Can we buy? If we haven't answered you by now, the answer is no, motherfuckers. Okay? Stop mailing this to my houses. I have important mail, checks, and different things all mixed up in this trash, just like everybody else. If it gets thrown away by accident, well, fuck you. Too bad for you. We're not going to cut you another check. You should have sifted through your 50,000 piles of fucking paper that you didn't want sent to your house. It's like a garbage can that the mailman comes by and stuffs it full of garbage every single day. And maybe a piece of mail that you wanted or expected. And then you got to find it. Good luck. I just found something that we needed to file our taxes with. In, like, literally mixed in circulars. Just a little teeny thing. Oh, it's so important. If it's so fucking important, why isn't it in a larger envelope in bright pink or yellow and says, "The important"? No. They make things that are important that you need look like junk mail. So you'll throw it away. Bank cards, checks, reimbursements for things. It will look like junk mail. I showed my kids growing up. They didn't believe me for the longest time. I showed them like 10 times and they finally were like, okay, we believe you now. Yeah, go open every piece of mail. You have no idea what it is. And then when you do, how long does that take every day? I mean, piles and piles of this stuff coming. If you got more than one residence, holy freaking cow, man. I got enough paper. I mean, I can't even tell you how much paper I have. And I don't want any of it. None of us want it. Why are you sending us? Why is it legal for them to mow the trees down all over the world, to make this junk mail, to dump it at our houses? And then we got to proceed, and think about the environment, you environmentalist. What about all the gasoline and all the trucks riding this fucking trash around? Then trucks and have gasoline have to ride around and pick it up again to take it to the scrap, the junkyard, the dump, the recycle center, and then they got to use more fuel to recycle that fucking shit you didn't want. So then they can reprint shit and send it back to your fucking house. So they can do it again. But I'm just a stupid fucking Karen. My ideas are retarded. You should have to request mail from businesses to get it. Or get one piece. You should be allowed to only mail one piece of mail out if you're a business trying to seek. Or, you know what I'm saying? There should be a law. But there again, how many laws are we going to have? There should be common sense. The law is written on our hearts, folks. You know what it is. So stop grossly breaking it all the time. God. Have a great day, YouTube.